Hi guys, I'm Urina. I'm a junior in the string ensemble at the high school and I play the violin. And today I'll be going over some tips for tuning the violin using both the fine tuners and the pegs. So you're going to want to start off with finding a tuner, whether it's on a metronome, maybe it's a tuning fork or a piano. And you'll start off with tuning the A string, then move on to the D string, G string, then E string. And as you start tuning, you want to listen and compare the pitch of the A string with the A from the tuner. If the pitch of your strings are not too far off, then you should probably stick to using your fine tuners if you have them. If the pitch is really off and doesn't sound anything like the note you want to play, or if your violin doesn't have any fine tuners, then you'll have to use your pegs. However, one exception is the E string, where using your fine tuners is enough, at least most of the time, to tune the string. And anyways, I'll explain more about using your fine tuners and pegs in the next slide. And right now, it should change to a clip of me tuning with the piano. So after you tune with the fine tuners and pegs, or whichever one, you'll move on to the other strings and you'll tune the other strings based on your A string. So you'll play the A string with your D string together, and then you'll move on to the D string and the G string and you'll play them together, and then at the end you'll play your A string with the E string together. And now here's a quick video of me playing the A string and the D string together. Yeah, so like I said before, unless your string is dramatically out of tune, I would stick to using the fine tuners if you have them. If the pitch is too low, you'll need to tighten the string, and to do this, you'll turn the fine tuner clockwise. On the other hand, if the pitch is too high, you'll need to loosen the string, and to do this, you'll turn the fine tuner counterclockwise. So moving on to your pegs, you'll use your pegs if your violin is really out of tune or if you don't have any fine tuners. Here you will want to turn the peg forward or away from you to make the pitch higher, or turn the peg back or toward you to make the pitch lower. And accidents can happen, so it's okay if your string snaps while you tune. I've done that before. But anyways, the best way to avoid snapping your string is to turn the peg slowly. And if your peg gets stuck, I would suggest that you start by loosening the string, or you turn the peg toward you before you start tuning. And also, as you tune, you'll want to make sure that you're pushing the peg inward to prevent them from slipping. So moving on to some tips for tuning. Sometimes when I can't tell whether to make the pitch higher or lower, I purposely make the pitch too low and then start from there and then raise the pitch, and that just helps to figure out which way you want to tune, whether it's to make it higher or lower. And if you start to hear this steady, rather fast pulse while you tune your strings, kind of like when there's only one window open in the car and there's that beat in the background, kind of like a buzzing sound, then it's a sign that you're tuning in the opposite direction. And once you start tuning in the right direction, then you'll hear that this pulse will slow down and the pitches sound more clear. I'm not sure how well the sound is going to project in this video, but I have a quick recording of me just tuning, listening to the strings. And lastly, if you notice that you run out of space to tighten or loosen your fine tuner, but you're still out of tune, you'll have to then tune with your peg. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully this helped you in some way. And now that we're tuned, I guess it's time to practice and play.